So let's talk about SolarStratos again, in a little bit more detail. So how long ago did you actually have this particular idea? Did it come sort of in parallel with Planet Solar, or was it something after Planet Solar was finished that you said, here's a new idea that we can actually apply solar power to something different, and off you went in that direction?
It was really during the tour with Planet Solar.
Yeah.
My shift was from 9 p.m. to 12 p.m. And during the Pacific crossing between, mainly when we were in the middle of the crossing of the Pacific between the Galapagos Island and the Marquesas Island. So I was on my shift alone, and the sky is just amazing. And when you are in the South Pacific, the Milky Way, it's really, you have
amazing.
You have really the feeling that you are not on a boat, but you are on a space shuttle.
Wow.
Between two planets, and
great.
It's at this time that I was thinking, okay, if I can go to the end of this project with Planet Solar, what we can do that is more ambitious than the first around the world with solar energy.
Right.
And I had this crazy idea, I think, okay, why not trying to go to try to be close of the star,
right?
Try to see the curve of the planet.
Right.
It's the Icar dream, 4,000 years later, but without burning our weights,
Exactly, without the wax, right?
Yeah. And the idea started at this time. It was in 2011.
Right.
Then, of course, we had to finalize Planet Solar.
Yeah.
And then we started the project in 2014.
Right.
To really try to find some partner and to start to build the plane.
Right. So tell us about the accomplishments that you've actually, because this is step by step, right? You're not, you can't just take off and on your first flight make it to 25,000 meters, right?
Yeah.
So how has that developed?
There is a big difference between the boats, because it's quite easy to put something into the water and to see if it's floating or not, With the plane, you need to fly,
right.
You need to go to the air,
right.
You need the green light of the authority.
Right.
It's much more difficult,
right.
between the boat and the plane. It's another challenge.
Yeah.
So, of course, we start in 2014, we build the company, we find a sponsor, and we start to build the plane in 2015.
Right.
First flight in 2017. Then we had a lot of adventure. We break the wings on 2018.
You broke them?
We broke the wings, yes.
How did that happen?
We did a static test on the ground to see if we can fly with two people. And we break the wings. Yeah, that was not really nice. That was a difficult.
At least you were on the ground when it happened.
Yeah, it was on the ground. It was a test to the limit of what the spar of the wings can manage.
Right.
But we break the wings, so then we had a problem with the insurance. Then the COVID-19.
Yes.
But we were always able to go further. To do big first already in 2020. We jumped from SolarStratos. It was the first jump from an electric aircraft. We did this just before the Americans who want to do that before us. But it's also a big first in Switzerland.
Was that the solar skydive that I mentioned in the introduction?
Yes, it is.
Okay, because I wasn't
sure what the difference. Skydive, but
okay.
It's also the first time ever that a skydiver jumped from an electric aircraft.
Right.
That's a big first.
I understood that aspect, but what is meant exactly by a solar skydive?
Because the energy that I use to climb with the plane, it's coming from solar energy. So when you jump, it is the energy that you have, it's coming from the sun.
Okay, I understand. Okay.
So it's the first ever solar skydive, but it's the biggest thing. It's the first ever jump from an electric aircraft.
Parachute, you had solar panels or something. I wasn't quite sure.
I didn't jump with solar power. It could be another first, but not for me.
No. Don't blame that idea on me now. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. So now, what's the latest achievement in the process with SolarStratos? Is it you reached almost 6,000 meters?
Almost 9,523 meters.
Oh, almost 10,000 meters.
Last summer.
Wow.
So 6,000, and the goal of this year is to be the first to fly at 10 kilometers with an electric and solar aircraft. It will be a big first, and we will be the highest. If we can achieve this first, we will be the highest electric and solar aircraft ever.
So you've made it to almost 6,000. And
we did almost 6,000.
Right.
One day we were able to climb probably higher, but we didn't have the green light to fly in this airspace that they were closed for us.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, it's because of the weather forecast. It's not because someone doesn't want to help us. It was really of the prime of
It's
the
a safety
forecast.
issue.
So it was a safety issue, yes.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
And-
but this year we hope that we will be able to
Right.
to fly to 10 kilometers.
Right. Wow. And where do you do that? You take off from Payerne?
From Sion. It will
From
be
Sion.
valid from Sion,
Right.
and the place where we will do the fly really high will be between Verbier and the Matterhorn, the Cervin.
Nice. Wow.
Yeah, it's a nice place to fly.
Wow, it'd be beautiful.
Yeah,
Top
it's
of,
amazing.
top of the accomplishment itself, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Fantastic. So, well, I've seen on the website, I've seen that the aircraft itself, the wings themselves are, they have solar panels on them. But is that, you do need to store a lot of energy before, produced by the sun, right? But stored in the plane somehow in batteries, for example, in order to be able to take off, because that must require an incredible amount of energy. The takeoff after that, there must be some degree of just gliding, right? Or tell me about that, because I'm obviously an idiot. I don't know anything about this at all.
SolarStratos is a solar aircraft like any solar aircraft. So we have a solar module, solar cells, we
Okay.
have an electric engine, and we have some batteries.
Okay.
The pioneer who start to fly with a solar aircraft, the Paul McGrady team,
Right.
they flew with an aircraft without battery.
Oh, okay.
They were completely crazy. They even crossed the English Channel in 1981.
Okay.
But today it will not be possible to do this because, of course, if you have just small clouds, then you cannot continue to climb, and that could be very dangerous. So
Right.
now we have some batteries, but we charge these batteries
Yeah.
with the solar energy that we are getting
Right.
from the solar cells of the plane.
Right.
So when you are in a record flight, we
Yeah.
discharge the battery to 10%.
Right.
Then we recharge with the sun, and
Got
we
it.
fly only with the energy coming from the sun
Right.
and the energy that is coming from the solar cells of the plane.
Right. And the flight is about 6 hours. Is that right?
It will be
3 hours?
between 4 to 6 hours, yes,
Yeah.
depending on the weather forecast.
Right. Wow.
But we already did a long flight, almost 4 hours of flight.
Right.
And I land with 80% of the energy inside of the battery.
So in theory, you could have kept
aircraft-
going then, right?
Sorry?
In theory, you could have kept going for another hour or something. But
Yeah. So on this day, it was possible to fly at least almost 2 hours
Yeah.
more. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I assume there's only one aircraft, right? Or
There
do you
is
have
only
a
one.
backup?
It's
No,
already
not a
quite
backup.
there is no backup.
Yeah.
Yeah. There
Yeah.
is only one.
Yeah. So
It's
you don't want
really
to,
an adventure.
right. So you don't
Yeah.
want to break its wings. That's for sure.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.